Daniel practices difficult English sounds. He repeats each word slowly. Members help correct small mistakes. He feels progress after each round. After several English presentations, I watched a recording of my very first one. The difference was huge. Fewer pauses, clearer words, more eye contact. I felt proud but also aware there is still a long way to go. That contrast convinced me that consistent English practice really changes my professional future. I choose a quiet table in the library and read English for a short time. The peaceful environment helps me understand the content better. I enjoy turning the pages slowly. The library makes learning feel gentle and enjoyable. The sun warms a wooden bench where someone reads an English article. The quiet afternoon helps every idea settle deeply. They are going to note down the phrase that resonates most. Warmth makes learning feel human. Someone walks past blooming flowers while thinking in English. Each color brings a new word to mind. They are going to use these words later in a journal entry. Nature becomes a colorful dictionary. In an English update for executives, I tried to sound confident, but my vocabulary was very basic. I repeated words like good, bad, and problem too often. I realized I needed more advanced English to sound like a true expert. That moment made me add vocabulary building to my daily routine. I treat each short English text as a small spark in my day. It may not change everything at once, but it lights something inside me. I feel slightly more awake after reading. These tiny sparks slowly brighten my relationship with English. I set a small alarm each morning to remind me to read a short English text. When it rings, I stop what I am doing and open my notebook. The text is never long, so I do not resist. The alarm turns English into a promise I keep. Grace shares one positive thing from her week. She explains it simply. Members smile and relate to her story. She enjoys the warmth of the group. I had to present a case study in English with lessons learned from a past project. I knew the story deeply, but when I spoke, I used the same simple verbs over and over. The story sounded flat, without color. That experience taught me that richer English gives my stories more life. I sit at my desk after school and review a few English sentences. I check if I remember the meaning of the words. I enjoy the moment when something finally makes sense. This simple practice helps me build a strong foundation. Someone sits beneath rustling leaves and opens an English notebook. The natural sound keeps their mind steady. They are going to rewrite one sentence more clearly. Learning blends with the calm of the garden. Emma shares an unusual hobby she has. She explains it with simple sentences. Members show curiosity and ask gentle questions. She enjoys the fun topic. I visit the cafe in the afternoon and read a short English note. The warm atmosphere helps me stay focused. I learn a few natural expressions that I can use later. This small habit keeps English part of my daily life. Through the window, people move quickly. but a learner sits still with an English book. The contrast feels peaceful. They are going to save one line that matches their mood. The world looks softer when seen through language. Before the clock hits midnight, a reader opens one final English page. The quiet night sharpens every detail. They are going to end with just one powerful sentence. Learning at night feels intimate and personal. During a break, a student steps outside the classroom to breathe and read a quick English quote. The short silence helps them reset. They are going to keep that quote in mind for the next lesson. Even quick pauses can guide the mood. This time, after ordering, I repeated my order in English to the waiter just to be sure. He smiled and confirmed everything. I felt more in control of the situation. That small habit of double-checking in English made me less afraid of mistakes. I got off the bus but wasn't sure where to go next. I asked a local for directions, but I only understood half of the words. She repeated it slowly and used simple English. Suddenly, the city felt much easier to navigate. Sitting there with a menu I could barely read, I suddenly realized how many doors English could open for me. This was just a restaurant, but tomorrow it could be a job, a trip, or an important meeting. I felt a mix of regret and excitement. I knew this was my wake-up call to learn English now, not later. I wasn't sure if my bag was overweight, so I asked the staff in English. My question felt clumsy, but she understood and helped me weigh it. That interaction showed me that imperfect English still opens doors. Michael receives 3 random words and creates a story. He speaks slowly but makes everyone laugh. The creativity boosts his confidence. He enjoys the challenge. I tape a small English phrase on the wall in the hallway at home. I pass by it many times each day. Sometimes I stop and say it out loud. The hallway secretly helps my pronunciation. Someone asked a question in English that I knew the answer to, but not in English. I hesitated for too long and lost the moment. That frustration motivated me to prepare common phrases for future meetings. I volunteered to give an internal sharing session in English, hoping to improve myself. When the day came, my slides looked ready, but my tongue felt heavy. I stumbled through the first half and only relaxed near the end. That session taught me that growth in English often feels uncomfortable at the start. Olivia talks about her morning routine. She describes it step by step. Members ask questions about her habits. She feels more fluent sharing daily activities. Noah explains how to rent a bike in the city. He shows the nearest rental station on the map. The traveler smiles, ready for an adventure. Noah feels useful. Jason explains where to buy a day bus ticket. He shows the kiosk location on a map. The tourist nods gratefully. A walker looks around the street and silently describes the scene in English. Each description feels smoother than last time. They are going to practice these ideas again tonight. Walking becomes an unexpected teacher. Daniel talks about his recent trip at the club. He uses simple sentences and clear pronunciation. Members ask questions, making the moment interactive. He feels proud sharing his experience in English.